The Merry Mutants have entered a brand new age of prosperity thanks to Krakoa, a nation to call their own. But what new threats wait around the corner? Well, let's hop into X-Men number 1 and find out. Well, isn't this nice? This issue opens up with a little flashback to the day that Professor X first gave a young Scott Summers his crystal quartz glasses to help control his powers. I mentioned it's nice because in this new X-Men status quo with Moira messing around with time and space and manipulating events from behind the scenes, it's nice to know that some of the more important X-Men events happened exactly like you remember them. Now, where exactly is old Cyclops right now? Well, as we find him, Storm, and a whole detachment of X-Men are dealing with another Orchis base on Earth. You'll remember Orchis as the group of human supremacists. So dedicated to destroying mutant kind through advanced technology, they recruited big-brain scientists from across all the major spy groups, your AIMs, your SHIELDs, your Hydras, etc., etc. The X-Men are positively tearing through these guys right now. They might be well-armed and well-funded, but they are no match for a motivated mutant attack force. Hey, didn't Krakoa write a law about not killing humans? I mean, technically this is self-defense, because if they didn't kill these Orchis guys, they were only going to turn around and kill them, and they're also killing a lot of Sentinel robots, so I guess it evens out. Or, maybe Krakoa isn't as nice as it seems on the surface, and maybe there's a nice little sinister undercurrent of hypocrisy we're going to have to deal with moving forward. Now, the Dr. Wily-esque looking scientist running this place vows that he won't allow the mutants to get their hands on all of his advanced research. In fact, he'd sooner die. Luckily, he has a new serum he wants to try out. A serum that turns him and the other scientists working for him into giant killer apes. Did not see that one coming, honestly. Nor in fact did the ape scientists see the coming of Magneto, who quickly establishes himself as alpha male in this situation, and the rest of them all back down. For those playing along at home, that's Mutants 1, Apes 0. We will be keeping score, though, as we move forward. Now, if Orchis' big space base was building the Mother Mold, what exactly are they doing here on Earth? Well, first and foremost, they're kidnapping mutant children to experiment on, as well as to further their own research into, get this, post-human evolution. Yeah, that's right, Orchis is also building the post-humans, or trying to at least. So far, though, they seem to be doing a bad job of it. All their attempts at post-humans are coming out horribly half-formed, and it seems that so far they can only really turn the evolutionary clock backwards, thus the ape people. Now, with this base of bad guys vanquished, the day saved, and a bunch of children returning home to Krakoa, Cyclops and his team are greeted as conquering heroes. Magneto especially has taken on an almost folk hero level of love and admiration. For Cyclops, though, that's not all his bag. He clocks in, does his job, and clocks out at the end of the day so he can go home, and oh man, what a home does he have. Scott's got himself a personalized Krakoan biome on the moon, wow, which has gotta be amazing real estate. This place not only houses himself, but his entire extended Summers clan, from his on-again, off-again love interest Jean Grey, to his space pirate dad and his hot alien stepmom, and his aloof space brother Vulcan, and Havoc, who's just happy to be here, and his alternate future daughter Hope, and a younger version of his future son Cable, as well as Vulcan's alien friends, and perhaps strangest of all, Wolverine. Yeah, he actually lives here at the Summers compound. Which, oh man, they're gonna have to get into this eventually, but I can only assume they buried a lot of hatchets, Jean, Scott, and Logan, that they're all happy living together. Well, mutant procreation is one of the laws of Krakoa now, and they all clearly love each other in one way or another, so maybe it was just easier this way. Also, maybe they can bake in a love for polygamy every time they bring the X-Men back to life. All in all, everyone seems to be loving this arrangement, though, and the only person who even voices a small amount of dissent is actually Crosshair himself. And even then, it's more of a kind of world-weary, this is right, what we're doing, of all of us living together in this new nation. There's no sinister undercurrent here, is there? Cyclops sure doesn't think so. In fact, he says he's happier than he's ever been. He spent so long worrying about all the people who want to kill him, he's finally happy to have a place where he can worry about the people he wants to live for. Which, of course, begs the ultimate question, and that is, how aware are the X-Men, including Scott, of what it took to actually get the X-Men to this point right now? Now, how is the organization Orchis dealing with this massive blow that was dealt against them? Not so well. We get to meet meet the leader of the group this time, a mysterious man going by the moniker Dr. Devo, which, at first I thought it was a reference to the American New Wave band of the same name until I realized, no, wait, Devo literally means de-evolution. Orchis buries their dead under the watchful eye of Devo. I say watchful even though we discover in the same issue he's blind, go figure. And we also meet up with that same lady scientist from Soul's Hammer. Devo expresses his condolences. Her husband was the head of security for their group and also one of the best men he ever knew. With him dead and their operation struck from all angles, Devo isn't exactly sure what they're going to do next. It's going to be hard to get people to rally around their cause, but the Doctor has an idea. What if they could steal a page from the mutant's playbook? Her husband might be dead, but what if she could bring him back better, stronger, faster? And it's on that note right there, the comic comes to a close, everybody. So that was X-Men issue number 1, and once again, Jonathan Hickman offers up a lot to chew on. There's this great sense of tension in Krakoa right now. It's a paradise. The heroes are getting what they've always wanted, but we as the reader know it can't last forever, and it's only a matter of time before the chickens come home to roost and shoes drop. I like too that this first issue did an equal amount of big action set piece, but also smaller, quieter, more interpersonal drama, because let's face it, X-Men is still at the end of the day the biggest soap opera ever in comics. And honestly, even though the whole science fiction, multiple future, Groundhog Day stuff is endlessly fascinating, it is the whole interpersonal soap opera stuff that has me the most interested. Overall, I'd give this a very positive 8.5 out of 10. Cannot wait to see what this new era of X-Men has to offer. Hey there everyone, it's your pal Cape Joel again, and if you're seeing my face right now, that means you watched to the end of the video, and I'll always be grateful for that. Retention helps in this crazy YouTube game, and so does becoming a patron. If you head on down to the description, you can find a link to my Patreon page. Recently just redid all the tiers, a lot of cool stuff offering up there, exclusive commentaries, exclusive polls, behind the scenes concept art for Capes and Quest. That's the brand new D&D show I've started soon. Never been a better time to become a patron. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month and help the channel grow and, help me continue to deliver content like what you just saw. So I want to thank you all, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.